area and one group that we don't talk enough about are first responders. And we have a crisis there too, Mr. Speaker, with our volunteer firefighters, with the search and rescue, with the people that are out there day in, day out, those that work jobs. They're doing this as a volunteer job. They go out and they in rural communities where I live and many of my colleagues live, we all know the value of those first responders and the sacrifice that they make to make sure that we're safe. Now, right now, this week, we've got the Canadian Association of Fire Chiefs here, and they're lobbying, Mr. Speaker, because they know that right now, and I'm going to read a quote from the Hill Times from just this morning, and it's from Chiefs Ken McMullen and Tina Siri and Dean, and they wrote an op-ed, and they cite that the climate crisis, healthcare crisis, and personnel shortages in Canada's fire departments are converging, causing increasing strain on Canada's firefighting capacity. And Mr. Speaker, you know, this year, there's 629 fire departments providing services to 24 million Canadians. And Mr. Speaker, they're seeing the amount of firefighters drop from what was 156,000 to 126,000. So their crisis is a labor market shortage, Mr. Speaker, and attraction. And we know that this inflation crisis is impacting everybody, but it's impacting those volunteer firefighters too. And Mr. Speaker, I tabled a bill, Bill C-201, calling for the federal government to increase the tax credit for those that have volunteered over 200 hours from $3,000 to $10,000. Now, Mr. Speaker, you would basically get $450 in your pocket if you did 200 hours today. And that would expand to over $1,200, Mr. Speaker, if we went for the $10,000 amount. Now, the cost to the budget to the coffers right now in Canada is $10 million to support all of these volunteer firefighters right across the country, and that's including 8,000 search and rescue volunteers, Mr. Speaker. So this is a lot of people that would be impacted. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, I'll give you an example. The Qualicum Beach Fire Chief Peter Cornell, who said he's in a recruitment drive right now, like almost every volunteer fire department in this country. He said it's a game changer. He said it would be so important and it would help keep those firefighters in the community working on, you know, making sure that they meet their requirement and their hours. And it's not why they do it. We know why they do it. They do it to protect us, Mr. Speaker, and because they love their communities. But it also, not only do they put their lives on the line, Mr. Speaker, they put in time for training. This would also help, you know, small communities and take the pressure off of them, Mr. Speaker. So, you know, we know that volunteerism is decreasing, and volunteer fire departments in my riding, from Ucluelet to Fino, Beaver Creek, Cherry Creek, Sprout Lake, Arrington, Coombs, Cumberland, Parksville, Qualicum, Bowser, Denman, Hornby, Lasqueti, and Cumberland. I mean, just to name a few in my riding, they'll tell you that this is a big deal and it's important. So I did want to raise that, Mr. Speaker, because far too often our heroes fall through the cracks. And I hope that the government will listen to this pitch today, because it's something that they've said will make a difference. And I know it's not in the fall economic statement, but I hope that they'll consider it for the upcoming budget. And I have many quotes from many of the fire chiefs, but I don't think